your Mother's Day forecast in just a moment, but first, here's Rachel with an update on your commute.
Well, the good news is that construction on the 410, that's now over, but the construction on the 401 out through Milton, so things are looking good. But let's get back to the heat. Thanks so much for joining us this morning here on the Weather Network. Emily will have all the details. Today could be the hottest day of the year so far. We'll get you the numbers in a second, but first, let's jump into this traffic report here. We are looking at some construction this week on the GO train. So I just want to let you know, in case you are headed into the downtown. So things are great traffic-wise, and things are even better weather-wise, Emily. So far, so good. It's Friday, and sometimes on Fridays, volume tends to be a bit lighter. So from Guelph line, so a touch of delays through there, but overall, it's Friday. The mood is good. The weather is great. Traffic moving well. We'll see you just on the other side of this break. So far, so good. Traffic is still moving out there, and we're looking at a little less volume than usual. We are looking at 2 stalls, though, on the QEW, and coming up, I'll tell you where those are. Stay with us. Sounds like a lot of fun, Kevin. And you know what? Traffic is not that bad this morning. Things are moving along pretty nicely. Traffic is moving at a pretty good pace. Coming up, Emily will have all the details on how hot the forecast will be. You don't want to miss it. All right, guys, looks like a fun morning. And you know what? The drive is not looking too bad. It's a Friday, tends to be a little bit lighter, and that's sort of what we're seeing. It's still moving at a decent pace, and your Don Valley Parkway drive also looking good. Now, the heat and the humidity. Emily, that's your job.
It is, and I love it. I love this time of year when things really start to warm up.
Well, the good news here is we are not dealing with any crashes right now blocking any live lanes on the highway, so that's positive. And the drive is looking okay, definitely slower as you're passing Mississauga Road and heading over to Huron, Ontario. Don't go anywhere. More details on the heat. They're just ahead. The drive isn't looking too bad. Right here behind me, this is a shot of the westbound 401 at Brock Road. We do have a crash just at the off-ramp. I'll have more details just ahead, plus a full look at traffic across the GTA. Very fun, guys. Looks like an awesome morning and perfect weather at that. Emily will have more of your weather details coming up. But first, we'll take a look at this. We are looking at a crash. We are seeing reduced service this weekend because of construction eastbound to Union. And Kevin, you mentioned it, funnel cake, so that means 1 for Emily, 1 for me, and 1 for the studio as well. Awesome, Kevin. We will be checking in with him throughout the show. I want to take you now into something not as exciting as funnel cakes. This here is a vehicle fire. And now, Emily, the eastbound on the Gardner, starting to see some pretty big delays. Well, we are dealing with quite a few issues now. I want to take you onto the vehicle fire first. This is the 403 as you're traveling through Mississauga, as well as you're traveling the weather is great. And also, I want to mention, we'll see you just on the other side of this busy drive.
Okay, Kevin, so there you have it. You have to ride the Leviathan after you eat a funnel cake. That's the rule. That's what you have to do today.